mtu yoyote sasa.
Every woman, and they all just want to have fun and just enjoy our company. Black woman, yo, can you pay my bills? Can you pay my car note? Why do you think that is, though? I mean, we know as a people, we already down low, so it's like we coming from a poverty level, but still, we shouldn't come at each other like we getting over on each other. Right. We should be working together to get over on everybody else. What race would you not date?
Itakuwa shida hapa. Itakuwa shida hapa. Itakuwa shida. Itakuwa shida hapa. Italeta shida. Utaenda ndani.
Ili mtu yoyote sasa.
Also, my guys, I have spoken about so many things. There's a video I've done recently, and that video has done so well. It's a video about how Kenyans and people from East Africa, they're still tagged to colonial mentality, and that thing actually is something that made people look at that video and try to get actual picture of what I was talking about. Now, here, I want to revisit that video and try to make clarity, because whoever came across that video would like to watch this one too. That is all about the importance of believing in yourself and observing your own culture and respecting the dignity of your liberty, because we have suffered a lot in the hands of people that do not recognize us, they don't appreciate us, and then we have been made to believe that is a way to live, that is a way to go in life, that is a norm to follow. That's why I did that video, and then I did a great comparison between the East and South African part of continent, whereby in South Africa, southern part of continent, people tend to believe in themselves so much. You cannot uproot them from their own setup, their own culture, their own norms, their own way of doing things. And that made them to hold strong to their integrity and to be proud of who they are, and to prove to the world or to the rest of the continent, we are not brainwashed. We can be ourselves. We can still stand and win and lead despite the oppression we are facing here in this country. So, when you come to the East Africa, it is the opposite. People, they fear. For instance, if you look at the police system, it's called police force in East Africa. In southern part of Africa, we call them police service. Those are two different terms being used to describe something. You go to Nigeria, West Africa, they're using those colonial pressurized names to name institutions like prison, like, bathroom. Instead of bathroom or resting place, they call it toilet. You understand? And instead of calling somebody serviceman, they call them watchman. Those words, there are so many things, that we need to look at and try to figure out why are we in this mess. And when I drop a video with importance of understanding yourself, or the need for you to be given an opportunity to prove the reason why you are under oppression, or why colonial mentality is still in you, is because I want you to correct yourself, to run something and present something in your own mother tongue, in your own language. Look at African president. When they go to the multi-international conferences, digital meetings, they speak colonial languages. And the people they are visiting, they don't even speak that English. They speak their own languages. Can you go to Russia or to go to Ukraine or go to India and the government leadership there? They speak their own languages. They don't care whether you're foreigner or not. You better look for something to interpret. Why? Because they protect what they say, and they want everybody in their respective country, the citizens, the people who put them in power to understand properly what they are telling other people from outside. This kind of, pride is what I'm looking for from my people, particularly here in East Africa. What we lack, because you find someone who was raised in the village, you go to university, you become somebody prominent, you get a good job. You go to the village as a leader, you start speaking English, colonial languages, to the people who brought you up, the village where you come from. Now because you got money, you got a leadership, you start speaking those languages. That's why I'm saying you run to Southern Africa, you see how humble people are there and they have everything. The leaders, they go to the most remote part of the country and they don't speak these colonial languages. They speak the language of the people, their indigenous languages there. Why? Because they have respect, because they were brought up that way. We have a lot to learn as people from East Africa. And this one I'm categorically talking about Uganda and Kenya. They are the ones that are most affected by the colonial traits of the past, because everything, it's all about Western. Even generation that is being raised is about West. Tanzania is still holding on its custom, and I'm very proud of Tanzania. In fact, I'm so shocked to hear a comment that came from one of the Ugandan politicians who says, when he was giving a political statement somewhere, because he's seeking presidential campaign support, we need to abolish English, we need to abolish Swahili, we need to speak French like Burundi. Who told you? Can you see the type of the leader who are accessing power? Do you know these colonial languages? You pay for them as linguistic Commonwealth tax. It is endorsed in the Commonwealth Amendment. It is there. You pay for the language. That is why you can buy a dictionary and you cannot buy the dictionary of your own language. It's so sad. I've spoken so many times about these things, and we need to come together and try to reason out why are we affected this much by these languages. Because it is not something that will stop now. If we don't have to speak about it, we share, we comment, we like the video, we come as a panel and try to decolonize, to fumigate this cultural thing. We have to get out of this, and to get out of this is me and you coming together and showing these people we can stand the ground and win, not them standing the ground and extending the eras of disappointment to the next generation. Anyway, have a good day.